Hey, what's up? This is Sports Truth. I'm your host, Jordan Harris. So today we got a pretty exciting video for you. Had to get on here real quick because I got some really exciting news for the Miami Hurricanes fans out there. There was one particular recruit that had decided that he wanted to go to Ohio State, but all of a sudden he decided to flip his commitment to University of Miami. Super exciting news, right? But if you look at his rankings, 24/7 Sports, that's what I always look at, is 24/7 Sports. Have him ranked number 7 overall in the nation. On 3 has him 10. As you can see there, ESPN 36. And then Rivals, number 7. So he's a 5-star recruit everywhere except ESPN. He's from Chicago, Illinois, which is kind of crazy to get a recruit to Miami from Chicago. I thought that was kind of odd, but whatever. So Chicago, Illinois, defensive lineman, 6'4", 315 pounds. Big, huge homeboy. Yeah, this is really exciting news. So Miami right now, with some players leaving, looks like some players are going to leave to the draft. Some people have other things that they do, like transferring and whatnot. But some of the biggest holes that the Hurricanes have right now would be in the secondary. So the two safeties looks like they're going to the draft, which is a huge hit. And then the defensive line is also a point of that needs to be addressed for the Hurricanes real quick. So this is a really big get for them, especially being a five-star talent. It's crazy, big pickup. I always tell y'all this is it's called Sports Truth. I don't tell you what you want to hear. I tell you what you need to hear. I give you nothing but the truth. I've been telling you, Hurricanes fans, the Hurricanes is in good hands right now. Really good hands. I know a lot of people were getting upset with Mario Cristobal because he didn't bench Tyler Van Dyke early enough. People are upset with his not play calling, but they think that he has too much. He has his fingers on the play calling too much. Some people think that his decision making as far as time management is rough. Some people were starting to say that maybe his seat was getting a little hot. And I'm like, hey, man, relax. The Hurricanes are in great hands right now. I've been a Hurricanes fan back since 2002 when I saw the Buckeyes beat the Hurricanes. That's when I became a Miami fan. So I've been a fan for over 20 years now. And I think like this regime is the most excited I've been, like as far as the coaching staff, the assistant coaches, just from the top all the way down. This is the most excited I've ever been being a Hurricanes fan. So if you look at the offers that Justin Scott got, like he got offers from just about every big school you can think of. Like you see right there, Miami at the top because he committed. But Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, Alabama, basically every top school in the nation offered this guy. And he ended up choosing Miami over everybody, especially coming from Chicago. And he's not in Florida, you know what I'm saying, where it's just an easier get. But he's from Chicago. You got Jason Taylor, a Hall of Famer out there recruiting for you. That does a whole lot for you, right? And then if you want to think about the team rankings, this brings Miami all the way up to number 5 as far as the recruiting goes for 2024. So you got Georgia at the top, Ohio State number 2, Florida State, yuck, number 3, Alabama number 4, and then the Hurricanes number 5. So the thing that separates the Hurricanes and these big schools like Georgia, Ohio State, I'm going to skip Florida State because I think we're just right there with them, and Alabama, the thing that separates is not just the players who are starting, but it's the depth. So I think if you compare the Hurricanes starting roster and the starting lineups against Georgia's starting roster, I think we can compete with them, minus the quarterback. Obviously, the quarterback is what killed us this year. But Ohio State, if you compete with the Hurricanes starting 11 on each side, I think we compete with them. But whenever you start to like swap out players or you have an injury and you got to plug in a player, we have huge drop-off there. Whenever our defensive linemen get tired and we've got to bring in some secondary defensive linemen, huge drop-off there. But when you look at schools like Georgia or Alabama, when their starting defensive tackle goes out, they bring in another 5-star who's just a little worse than him. You know what I'm saying? So that's the big difference between the Hurricanes right now and the leading schools like Georgia. The only thing that we've got to do is we just got to give Cristobal time, because he's showing us that he's got the ability to bring in these top tier, these top tier players. We just got to give him some years to be able to stack talent on top of talent, and eventually we're going to have talent all over the place, where you can have a safety that goes down and bring in another safety that's almost just as good. Or you have a cornerback who gets off to a bad start, you can put a different corner in who's got a fresh mind and he's just as good skill-wise, and you can plug him in. We don't have that right now. But give Cristobal another couple years, I'm telling y'all, we're going to be just fine. Remember, I'm in the truth business, baby. This is the truth. I'm just giving you nothing but the truth, right? Sports truth. So just stick with me on that. As I always say in our videos, I appreciate you watching. Definitely. Looking to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We've got about 32 days on that. So please do like the video, subscribe. The more that you like the video, the more other people are shown the video. So please do like it. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything to like the video. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. Just a click of a button. But yeah, thank you. I appreciate the time you're watching. God bless. Take care. Peace.